My name is Jessie Luna. I'm a PhD student in the Department of Sociology at CU Boulder. My research focuses on the implications of genetically engineered cotton in the country of Burkina Faso in West Africa. I'm asking the question of how this Western technology interfaces with African cultures as well as ecologies. There's been a lot of research done looking at the much more agronomic aspects of GMOs. And most people are worried about whether or not they cause allergies or whether or not they have, genetic drift into the ecosystem. But what I'm really interested in is what kinds of social changes are coming about, or what is this political and economic system that these seeds are part of, and how do those changes affect people? That's what I'm really interested in. That's what I'm going to study. I'm doing my research in Burkina Faso. It's a country where there's mostly smallholder farmers. They're growing food for themselves as well as some cash crops like cotton. They don't have irrigation. It's really low technology agriculture. So cotton is interesting in West Africa because it's called white gold. It's seen as this engine of development, this motor of progress. And West African countries actually rely heavily on cotton for export production and growth. But from the perspective of the farmers, they've really struggled in the last 20 years with debt. And actually in the local language where I do my research, in Jula, the word for debt, juru, is actually the same as the word for string, which indicates that these farmers, they see themselves as tied by these strings of debt. So this is this question I'm asking. Does cotton bring progress? Or is it dispossessing farmers? Is it hurting the smallest farmers who can't afford to be heavily indebted? But what I'm really actually trying to do is give Africans more of a voice and a role, and not just say, oh, well, either Western technology is saving them or Western capitalism is destroying them, but they're making choices about how they're going to interact with these forces, and they might be using this technology in a way that we're not predicting. They might want to use it in some ways, they might reject it in other ways. Some groups of people might be benefiting, whereas other people aren't. And so I don't think it's going to be so simple a narrative as like Western capitalism destroying poor African society. I think that doesn't give enough voice and strength to Africans to have a role in how their agriculture is changing, how their economies are changing. So what I hope to find with this research is to help us gain a better understanding of how this technology is bringing change to West Africa and how it's changing farmers' livelihoods, their cultural practices, and even their identities.